class and explained it? Can you think back to the whole process, from the first thing you did, and then you got with your partner, and then you did this and you did that? What was that process?
Like, are you asking if it was easy, or like what did we do?
Like, what did you do first, and then talk about how you felt about it?
Okay, so first we watched a screencast done by actors, and we took notes and we wrote down the whole script.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we planned out and written our own script. Then we practiced, and then we recorded.
Okay, so when you wrote your own scripts, what was that? What was it about?
We had to write about what we thought about in the story, or what those lines made us feel, or what they might have made Charlotte feel.
Mm-hmm. So how your own reactions, plus you're kind of making sure that you understand what's happening in the story as well. Okay. All right. So then, when you were writing out the script that the actors performed, what did you get out of that? Was that helpful? Did it?
Yeah, we weren't sure about saying, I don't understand who's speaking right now, but then watching that video made us feel it was okay to say that, because the woman said she wasn't sure who was speaking, so it kind of helped us be more brave and put that.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's interesting. So you're saying that when you posed a question in your screencast, when you posed the question, I'm not really sure who's the speaker right now, that in itself was brave.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about that for a
Because we did. Sometimes people don't like to admit if they don't understand who's talking,
Mm-hmm.
and for us it kind of was a step up, because we didn't really want to admit we didn't know who was talking. But then those actors had did it, and they were writing a script and getting paid for it, so we felt it wasn't as bad as it seemed to us.
Mm-hmm.
Than it actually was.
That's pretty cool. That's an insight that I hadn't anticipated. Thank you. All right, so then you get to, you're assigned a section, an excerpt of the novel to study really deeply and make your own conversation about it. Now, you read the whole novel, right? Or you're almost finished?
We're on chapter 12 to 13.
Okay. So, have you ever done that before, where you're reading a book that's pretty long, it's a couple hundred pages, but then you just kind of pause and study one part really carefully and slowly and deeply?
Not on my own. That was my first time.
Yeah.
I do it I've done it in school, fourth grade and stuff.
So this was an independent activity where you kind of you didn't have the teacher guiding you through it all.
Yeah, we only had our partner to help us,
Right.
which we were both new at this. So.
And being that you were new, how do you feel like you did?
We did good.
Yeah. Why do you think you did so well without teacher support?
Because we had other students around us doing it too, and also because of that study we watched the girls' videos, so we knew what to write about, or what we could say and what we couldn't say, and what made more sense to say.
So knowing that other students were doing it also, that kind of made you feel better about the project? Okay. And then talk to me a little bit about, you knew ahead of time that these were going to be published in YouTube, right? Now, your names aren't listed, and nobody can kind of find you if they're looking for you. But you knew that the students in the class would be able to view it. And so how did that kind of influence how you worked on it?
Well, at first I was nervous, but then after I kind of said, well, this is going to be shown to other people, so I need to work harder, so we focus more on doing better and well.
Mm-hmm. And did that cause you any anxiety or any yucky kind of pressure, or was it positive?
Well, recording was kind of scary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And knowing, a couple of times we probably started over, take two kind of thing, right? So was that okay to record it and know that, okay, we can make a mistake or two and we'll just start over?
When I made a mistake and then you fixed me on it, it was actually better, because if you had published it like that, I would have probably been embarrassed finding out that I said it wrong. So.
Oh, the docile bird, right?
Yeah.
Because it's quite a bit of pretty sophisticated vocabulary in this book, right? So then, but when you were studying this on an independent level with your partner, were there some words that you didn't know what they mean?
Maybe docile. That
Mhm.
one kind of confused me.
So how did you deal with that?
Well, I use context clues, and also we put that into a sentence. So talking about that, we didn't necessarily have to speak about that one word.
Right.
So when we used the whole sentence, it was just easier. We could have put it all together.
Yeah.
And it didn't sound like we didn't know what we were talking about.
Right. Very cool. Well, okay. Last question that I have for you. Knowing that, you know, as you get older and older, and you go to 7th grade and 8th grade, and all through high school, and then to college, maybe, right? Every year is going to get tougher. Every book is going to be more challenging, right? Do you think this assignment, this whole process, is somehow going to help you, say when you're in like 11th grade studying Shakespeare?
Yeah.
How?
Like knowing what I can use, and like knowing how to use the context clues now because of this, it's gonna be easier to understand and like chunk the text, like we say as one of our steps. It's gonna be easier to put everything together and learn and lay it out and understand it.
Right. And knowing that you can collaborate with someone else too, right? I mean, you're not always by yourself trying to figure this stuff out, right? Okay. Well, Nevaeh, thank you so much for participating in this interview. I wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors.
You too.
All right, thank you.